What's going on, everybody? It's Base Trades here after an absolute dog shit performance on MES tonight. This is probably one of the worst trades I've taken this week, and one of the trading trades that I promised myself I'd never be taken like this again. Did end in profit, but it really doesn't matter because if you take trades like this, you're just gonna lose at some point. So what happened? I got home, got excited. I saw all this motion on the overnight session, which you never see. Typically, you do see double tops like this, which result in, a drop, but not in this fashion. So, what is this? Right? Where did this come from? How did this get here? It's pretty simple. Price was compressing above here with low volatility, so that builds liquidity on both sides. It's trapping people, trapping traders basically. Then sudden aggressive sell hits. That's what you see the big red candle right there. And who is that sell? What is it? It could be news driven. It could be a large institutional unload. It could be an algo trigger, breaking of key levels, hitting stops. It could be any of those things. But what it creates is a liquidity cascade. Once price breaks the structure, longs get stomped out, adds more sellers, breakout shorts pile in, even more sellers, which creates very fast vertical drops. So basically, the huge wick hits, and then we get immediately. This is where people are panic selling. Really smart traders are buying in. So that's what you're going to see right here, that big old wick. That's where the buyers are basically saying, we're done with this. We're going in another direction. That's what these wicks mean. That's where the way you should look at these, especially in motion like this. That's when you see a really big aggressive move up, did not take out or did not come back and completely fill completely fill the drop, but it was enough, right? And again, these are the smart traders. Everybody down here in this wick, these are the smart guys. They're like, when they see the panic, they buy into the panic. They don't buy out of the panic, they buy into the panic. I wanted to do that, but I did not, right? Once you start fast forwarding, let's see if I can fast forward this. I can. Beautiful. Let's get some more candles going. Right? That's my entry right there and right there, those two candles. That's after the move. I should have taken it right here at the top if I was going to take it, or waited for more confirmation that there was weakness up here. And if you go further into the trade, you'll see the weakness. Boom. Double top right here. And it did not get above that. That was my entry. That was my entry. It was either there or it was way earlier in the night, but I mean, I got home from work, so you can't always take a trade when you want to. I should have taken that double top right there. That should have been my entry point, but I didn't. So let's see what happens. If I would have taken that double top, I wouldn't have been sitting in this much drawdown, which is ridiculous. And that's all negative money, right? And I have a stop that's placed right above here that almost got knocked out multiple times. Even though I had the right idea, sometimes you got the right idea and you just run the wrong route. That was today, definitely today. So fast forward, we see it. We finally start getting the action that I was expecting. Buyers start getting weaker, sellers move in, boom, there's my money. Right now I'm finally in the money. Finally, you can even see it on the DOM. That red arrow down, anything below that means I'm getting paid. Anything above that means I'm losing money. Now I'm up 950, I'm up 850, up 950. But again, the money doesn't matter if for anybody that's been trading a long time. You know you can get lucky with things like this, but if you continue to trade like this, you will eventually lose a lot of money. I was also oversized in this position, which I didn't want to do. But again, I wasn't paying attention. And you can hear that. That's my first stop. That's where I started selling things off. Let's see. Because I did sell 4 contracts at some point. There it is. That's where my first sell was, the first 4 contracts. Wait a minute. Sorry, it moves kind of slow here. I sold off 4 contracts down here. Expect trying to leave 4 contracts as a runner. Boom, there's my first sell. And my second sell was there, where I basically closed the position out. You'll see me. Yep, I was like, I'm just not going to play with this anymore. It was ridiculous. I'm not going to try to save this and try to make it a good trade for YouTube. It was a bad trade. It was altogether a bad trade. I dropped the position out. I did end positive, right, over $1,000, which is great. But I mean, again, if you're not taking good trades, you're not taking a consistent trade, you're not following your own strategy, you will eventually just lose money. Jesus, when did I close this? There. Did I close it ever? Yeah, I closed it. There. Here comes my arrow. I originally had a stop here, and I said, you know what? We're not going to wait for this to come back to the stop. We're just going to get out of that. Yep. Keep following the arrow. Didn't even have time to plug my microphone in. That's how excited I was about taking this trade. And that's going to be a big red flag to never take a trade like that again. Yep, I was done up 1,128 again. That really doesn't matter. If I keep trading like this, I'm not going to be passing any prop firms anytime soon. I mean, that's just ridiculous. All that drawdown, it's not the way you want to take a trade. But lesson learned. We'll just try again tomorrow to be a better trader. All right, base trades out. Thanks for listening.